Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the daily market wrap for Monday, March 9th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. So, this is brought to you by Positive Chance Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. Please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left off the market today. So, wow, what a historic day and week so far. So we had the S&P futures halted overnight, and as soon as we opened up, we flushed at the open and halted the entire market for 15 minutes at the open today. And we did have quite a rally off of that, though. They gapped down pretty hard, and then they pushed up a little bit, and then they finished back down again. So it's kind of a rough closer. They were close really close to the close right here at the June, look at this, the June 2019 lows right here of 27.28. We hit just about there today. Today we hit a low at 27.34. So those are going to be some key areas. Oh, you can see that actually stretches back down here, and then we start to get into this range of the that December low back there. So that could be pretty interesting right here. So daily chart ended up finishing pretty weakly right here, below a lot of key support levels that we were looking at, right? So here it's actually looking like we talked about this in our newsletter this week in the Elliott wave, possible wave 1, 2, and working on a massive wave 3 to the downside. We'll see if that gets any follow through. Hopefully not, but they would certainly turn this into an epic wave down, and then basically give us, set us into the motion for a pretty complex bearish market. But we'll keep an eye on that and see how that goes. Anything can happen, obviously. So again, it's all about getting this coronavirus out of the way. So that's really the big thing weighing on the market right now. And of course, oil today was a big deal too. So, but you can see what happened here today. So they basically huge Mariposa candle at the downside at the open, right? And then they halted the market. Then we opened up again, got a little pop off of that one. So, I mean, not a little pop, 27.65 all the way up to 28.22, almost a 60, 70 point move off the lows. And then a little bit of a sideways action today, some choppiness, right? But some setups that were interesting, right? We closed at our 15-hour lows today. So that was kind of the big deal there with the SPX. So you can take a look here at the S&P futures. You can see that last night we were halted until this morning, right? Exact same thing. They kind of worked to the downside, then popped to the upside here. The range of this candle is 96 points on the S&P futures, so that was kind of a big deal there. We basically, just like the rest of it, we kind of chopped around here. We take a look at SPY real quick and see, comparably what that did too. So I had a couple moves today. I mean, again, you gotta quick moves, right? The volatility so high, so quick pop out of here, you make a little bit there, right? You get here's a trend line up here, so you get a little pop out of the trend line, some confirmation, a nice little down move back to the 15-hour below, so you can get some nice moves right here. And then there's a quick move here between the 15-hour high and the 15-hour below for another shot today, but that was about it. It wasn't a lot of price action on that one. Let's take a look. Let's look at Apple. So Apple had some opportunities today. It was the first one really to be green this morning, to kind of push it. So not green, but to push green, right? So give you some green candles. So nice 15 hammer off of the pre-market, right? Then it got halted, and then pushed up pretty well off of the halt, right? And then kind of chopped around there, bounced off the 15-hour high this morning, came back up, and then again flushed into the close. So it was a rough close for a lot of stuff today. Tesla down almost 100 points today. It did give an epic move up today, but couldn't hold it all. If you look at the chart here, so it doesn't help that the CEO of the company is saying that anybody who's worried about the coronavirus is dumb. So that again doesn't really help his reputation at all, and obviously the stock is not doing too well today either. So as it got an upper shadow off of the 50 weekly moving average, so keep an eye on that. There's still an open gap below. We'll see if that gets tested, and then we've got some keys to kind of support levels right here that could be tested here eventually right at the cloud. So we'll see how that holds up for Tesla. A couple other interesting ones. INO, this is one of the Corona plays too. This is not unlike some of the ones we've seen in the past, right? Had a really nice gap up today, guys, and they just they flushed that one today. So big bearish engulfing candle did hold its ADMA today. So they got kind of that going on INO today. Stitch Fix, earnings tonight. Just keep an eye on that one. Could be interesting. Nice little hammer today. Big volume. Let's see how down after hours too. That's going to be pretty. They're going to feel that one in the morning. So that's going to be rough on Stitch Fix. And then also tomorrow morning we have Dick's Sporting Goods too. So that's coming up to DKS earnings in the morning on that one. So a couple 15-order opportunities going into tomorrow that could be pretty interesting. Again, we're kind of just dealing with some retail type stuff right now. So again, overall the market's going to be more interesting to trade. Again, don't be afraid to stand on the sidelines on these big daily moves. But there's definitely some setups intraday. So if you know your stops, you know your risk, right? There's some opportunities. So we keep on working on that and capitalizing on that. And good stuff, guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope to see you on the free YouTube live stream tonight on the Bubblehead channel, where we continue our discussion on bearish continuation patterns. So some pretty cool stuff that we'll be talking about this week. So hope to see you there. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. I'll talk to you guys soon.